Do you want to keep allies in the fight, turn the tide of a battle, charge ahead fearlessly to save the lives of your comrades? Then the Medic class is for you. Second up in my class analysis series is the Medic class as found in Battlefield 1. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to see others in this class analysis series when I upload them. Like the name suggests, the Medic in Battlefield 1 is primarily concerned with aiding teammates by treating wounds via healing pouches and crates, and reviving fallen teammates using a magical syringe. The Medic is absolutely critical to the success of the team in Battlefield 1, and an argument can be made that they are the best and most useful class in the game. Good medics can carry a team to victory unlike any other class. The Medic is also no slouch in combat themselves. With an array of semi and some fully automatic rifles, they can comfortably take close, medium, and long-range engagements and come out on top. Medics in Battlefield 1 can also act as a pseudo-assault, aggressively pushing towards the front and forcing enemies to engage up close, where some faster-firing rifles can win the engagement. The primary weapons of the Medic consist of a variety of semi-automatic rifles, some of which can be fired automatically by holding down the trigger, as well as one bolt-action exception. The rifles, for the most part, are designed for medium to long-range engagements, with many of them having sniper variants. However, the spread can increase greatly as your firing rate increases. Some are better suited to closer ranges and can act almost as assault weapons. Overall, despite only really having one class or archetype of weapon, the Medic features a variety of rifles that fulfill different roles, and some are much better in certain situations than others. Unlike the Assault, who almost always wants to be up close and personal, the playstyle of the Medic can change drastically given your primary weapon choice. However, in the right hands, the Medic rifles are incredibly effective and powerful killing machines. Now, which gun should you choose? Opinions differ, and of course it comes down to gameplay preference and mechanical skill, but two incredibly effective all-arounders are the Selbstdauer, my German's not great, M1916, and Howl Automatic. These rifles hit hard, feature marksman and sniper variants with telescopic sights, and have very generous magazines of 20 plus shots. It's really hard to go wrong with either of these guns. Now, if you're feeling confident in your aim, the auto-loading 8.35 and RSC 1917 rifles dish out an incredible amount of damage, both with the ability to two-shot enemies within 50 meters or even more. The trade-off here being incredibly small mags at 5 and 6 shots respectively. Now, if you want to be right in the thick of it with your assault squad mates, laying down hard-hitting, close-range fire, then the M1907 Sweeper variant has you covered. This gun was absolutely incredible on release, and even after a nerf, is still one of the best close to medium range weapons in the game. This can be fired automatically, has the ability to kill in 3 shots, and features a healthy 21 round mag for good staying power. This is not intended to be a ranking list, just some recommendations, but honestly most of the Medic weapons are incredibly good and it's hard to go wrong here. However, as a Medic, you shouldn't just be here to score sweet kill streaks and watch your KD ratio. You should be here primarily to heal and revive allies. The Medic role throughout the Battlefield series has changed drastically, but the idea of a class that can heal others has always been a staple of the series, even back to Battlefield 1942. In Battlefield 2142, Battlefield 3, and 4, the standalone Medic class was actually combined into the Assault class, and in Bad Company 2 it was combined with the Support class and given light and medium machine guns. In Battlefield 1 and 5, the Medic has once again been designated as its own standalone class, with some alterations and new gadgets. Now, as a Medic in Battlefield 1, not all of your gadgets have to do with solely healing, however that is undeniably the primary role of the class in this iteration. Like my Assault analysis, I'd like to discuss the gadgets from worst to best at fulfilling the role of the class and overall usefulness. Unlike the Assault, whose gadgets were all designed only for really one role, which is to destroy vehicles, the Medic is a little more versatile here, and gives you options to play offensively or as a more defensive support. However, I still like to rank them from least useful to most useful in most situations. That being said, I do think the Medics in Battlefield 1 have a solid lineup of gadgets with no real stinkers here, each of them being useful in their own way. Coming in last, we have the Rifle Grenade High Explosive variant. Having the ability to damage vehicles as a Medic can be pretty useful, and when a tank comes crunching through the wall in front of you, having some type of response is better than none. However, the cost of trading another gadget just to do some additional damage to a vehicle is usually not worth it, as you should hopefully have teammates around you to fulfill that very purpose. If you're really concerned with having an option to counter vehicles as a Medic, you can always swap your grenade to a light anti-tank grenade, freeing up both your gadget slots. While the High Explosive Grenade is not a terrible gadget, it is probably my least used one as a Medic. Next, we have the Rifle Grenade Smoke variant. This smoke version of the Rifle Grenade, like the name implies, launches smoke grenades that provide cover and obscure enemy sightlines. Smoke is certainly a powerful tool in Battlefield 1, especially if you're attacking in operations mode or taking a point, and its value should really not be underestimated. However, there are so many ways to deploy smoke in Battlefield 1, from smoke grenades that all classes can use, to vehicles that can deploy it, to mortars that can launch it. It can be really difficult to justify a gadget slot just for more of that. One way I like to use smoke though is to deploy it on downed allies, so I can safely approach to revive them. Although there is a specialization you can unlock that functions the same way, but only for your squad mates. The last of the rifle grenade attachments is next, with the Frag variant. This variant launches a simple frag grenade designed only to kill infantry, although it can do superficial damage to vehicles as well. I originally had smoke as a more useful variant, but in recording this gameplay, I actually found the frag grenade was an incredibly effective tool against infantry. The ability to quickly launch multiple grenades at impressive distances and speeds secured me a lot of kills on what would have normally been difficult to hit targets. If you're wanting to play a more aggressive and offensive medic, the frag launcher can be a very deadly addition to your arsenal. Now onto the three primary gadgets and functions of the class, the healing and reviving gadgets. At a glance, the medic crate and bandage pouches appear to be extremely similar, just healing allies. However, in play and in most situations, the pouches are a superior and more versatile gadget. The medical crate, similar to its appearance in other Battlefield games, is a gadget you can place on the ground that provides passive healing to nearby allies until its contents are gone or the medic who laid it has died. The contents being about 500 hit points worth of healing. On paper, and in some situations, it can be amazing as it provides a sort of aura of healing and can be really effective at keeping your allies in the fight in a more defensive and covered position, such as holding the line in operations. However, the crate has a few downsides that make it less useful than the pouches, in my opinion. The healing rate for the crate is slower than the pouches. It is a stationary object, and for a squad that's on the move, running and gunning, it is much less effective than the pouches, which are a single-use throwable item that can be deployed on the run and quite quickly. One of the biggest downsides to the crate that might not always be noticeable in-game is the fact that being suppressed stops the healing, whereas the only thing that stops a pouch from healing is taking more damage. Suppression is a mechanic that kicks in when you are under sustained fire, and it darkens and blurs your vision and reduces your accuracy. It can actually be pretty difficult to avoid being suppressed in a huge firefight, so you take the risk of your deployed crate just sitting there being completely useless for the majority of the fight. Again, there are situations where the crates can be extremely effective. Overall though, as someone who prefers to be on the move and running with my squad, I greatly prefer the bandage pouches. Finally, we have the magical, amazing, incredible medical syringe gadget. This to me is not only the most useful and important medic gadget, but is one of the most critical gadgets for victory in Battlefield 1. For those who have played other Battlefields, the syringe is this game's version of defibrillators, and allows you to quickly revive fallen allies and bring them back into the fight. The syringe should honestly be why you play medic, and for many people playing Hacksaw Ridge in Battlefield is incredibly rewarding and fun, as you are the savior of your team in keeping allies alive and in the fight. The syringe to me is a critical gadget, and any medic without one is not really a medic. I think one of the best medic changes in Battlefield 5 was the fact that the syringe was always included with the kit and did not take a gadget spot, as it is a necessity for the class, and I hope that change continues with Battlefield 6. Overall, the medic class in Battlefield 1 is incredibly rewarding and fun to play, allowing you to rack up a ton of points through healing, revives, and kills, and really allows you to turn the tide of a battle unlike any other class. I really hope you enjoyed the video and this class analysis and guide. Until next time.